Does anyone
Hello,
know
knife.
yet how many islands there actually are?
5, I think.
There are 5. So we were like well through the game then.
Oh yeah, 9 hours. We got very far. Griffin plus accurate archers. So deadly. There we go.
This is where there's no deer left because I herded them like a day or 2 ago.
Yeah, could be. I think the snow is thawing. It's snowing again right now, though, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's not a single deer out to the right.
Okay. I am going to get more archers. And another knight.
Do you want me to send peasants back then?
Yes, absolutely.
I'll at least do that on my way.
I'm gonna drop. Oh, really? Banker, I don't want that money. I want you to take it. Okay.
Well, I found 1 peasant.
That's fine. There we are. The bank is being refilled. Got a new knight heading out to that side.
Ah, cool.
We'll let one knight go through fully, then we'll launch an attack.
Yeah. Got some pretty beefy units now.
Yep, that we do.
And can they mostly come with us to the next island? A couple of them can at least, can't they?
Unicorn is useless in winter. That's right, because I think the unicorn has to eat grass. That's right. The salamander is an incredibly good unit, yeah. 221 tea. There, last batch of cookies in the oven. Now I can chat again. Welcome back.
Cookies are good.
Aavak said, Aavak, I think they should have ninja hunt birds in the forest and lay traps for the greed instead of what they currently do. The birds would be their coin benefit, and traps with a final ambush would be nifty for them in breaking greed waves, whereas the pikeman is meant to endure the wave. Yeah, the pikeman basically is a defender. However, I don't think they're going to make the ninja generate coin, simply because the devs have gone on record saying that the Shogun is meant to be hard mode, and by not giving you a unit who can just make money, and that's what the pikeman does, just is a infinite coin generating machine.
So do they make money from the greed or something?
No, they make money because they'll just wander around, and you notice how the fish bob in the water?
Oh, right. They just
stab their pike into the water, and they'll pull out a fish, and then they'll shake it off the end of the pike, and that turns into 1 gold's worth of fish. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Okay, I mean, we could leave this island at this point, but I would like to wipe out.
I think wiping out as many greed as possible, as many portals as possible.
So that when we return, we only have the mountain.
We literally have to just, push the mountain on each. Because we've done that on each island so far.
Yeah.
So we really shouldn't have a lot to do to get all the mountains done.
Have you got cash?
A little bit, I think.
Launch the wave. I don't think we need to send more than 2.
No, absolutely not. Not just for normal portal.
No. If it was a mountain portal, then yes, but not normal. Surprised the fish aren't dying of heavy metal poisoning, given the giant lumps of gold people pull out of the meat. Reasonable concern, yeah.
Yep.
Yes, the kingdom economy seems to be 100% food-based, and as it happens, that's kind of accurate. It's pretty much what most economies are like.
Economy.
Right, let the knight pick that up. There we are, because I'm fairly certain he needed it. Yeah. Have you got any spare cash, Elab?
3.
How much? No, okay, you keep that. I'm going to go back and withdraw some interest. I should have thought of that already, but The nice thing about the Griffin is the Griffin can eat anywhere, so I'll be able to easily make my way back over there because you can just pause for a moment, eat a rodent, and have full stamina again.
It does suck to be on something like a deer in the winter.
That is impossibly more money than I need. Thank you.
There's tanuki like everywhere. I wish I had the bear because I could be like yum yum
Yeah.
yum.
Yeah.
Nom.
Nom nom.
Nom nom.
Okay, on my way. Okay, gotta have. Oh, the tanuki are back.
Oh, properly back.
Yeah,
Nice.
there's a load of tanuki over here. Oh, actually, no, that's the horse area. So that's probably not it.
I think there's some tanuki that just haven't been hunted yet. They've been too far out, you know. So they've just stayed alive. But no new ones are really spawning.
Okay, let's see what we've got.
There's a gem chest there.
Stuff. Oh, nice. Did you get the gems?
There's some greeds on their way.
Pull back, Sheila. Pull back. You've got a load of gems.
Wow.
Yeah, basically there's an attack wave. Oh, damn it, we lost a samurai. And as a result, all of those archers just reverted. Alright.
Do you want me to go and start another attack wave? Or...
No, we're fine. Having one make it. We just needed people at the front because you'd picked up a chest full of gems. I couldn't. I really didn't want you being anywhere close to dropping money.
No,
for
fair
them.
enough. The problem is you can't just walk past a chest of gems.
You can run past it.
Right. Okay. So I should sprint. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that was basically this night's attack wave.
Ah, right. That's not so bad then.
The reason for sending more than one is redundancy.
Yeah, basically. Just in case something like that happens.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you're expanding out this far, it's a problem. But that was the last one we needed to cover. Yeah, that was it. That's all we needed to do.
Yeah, so now it's just the mountain to do, and we can't do that until we get copper.
Yep, exactly. And how many gems have you got now?
3.
Okay. Okay. I'm wondering if we should get the baker. The baker will make it significantly easier on Island 4 because we can just build a baker and then summon all of the peeps to us rather than having to go to them. Walk, let your stamina regenerate. If we lose the knight and all his archers, that is a shame, but it's what happens. But yeah, we could use the gem to get the baker and take it with us. That would allow us to much easier gather troops. But realistically, it is more of a labor-saving device than anything else.
Yeah.
And I think we should probably... We would be better served if we saved that for...
like a statue or something, or a good mount.
Yeah. I don't think there's any more statues. But they are going to be good mounts. I think there are only 3 statues. The farmer, the builder, and the archer. Right. I'm going to go check if that knight ever made it. One of them's gone, but... Let's see if the second one made it. Oh no, that light is still alive.
Yay!
Light is still alive. That's actually pretty cool. It looks like the snows have receded though. So we are probably coming out of winter. That wasn't bad. There was a little part of me that thought it might be being a little bit too overconfident to come out during winter to a new island, but no, I think we did okay. We just lost that night. He did die in the end. If I'd stayed out there, I might have been able to help him, but honestly, I don't think it would have been.
Don't worry about it. We can buy a new knight. We're actually not too bad for money at the moment.
So what happened is we lost both... No, we've still got a knight here. We lost one knight who came with us on the ship, and one knight who... can you go and grab this person over here? Can you get him, do you think?
Yeah.
Re-recruit him. We lost one knight who came with us on the ship, and one knight who I purchased. I trained here, so that's not so bad. Right then, if you'd like to, you could go and start bringing in some deer from the left.
Yep.
Actually, the right probably better. Why go to the left one? We've got a perfectly serviceable
Yeah, I can
forest
try the right. It's last time I looked, there was nothing there at all. So fingers crossed, and having another data respawn will have helped with that.
Sure. We're waiting on a greed wave still. It doesn't look like day is gonna... Oh, it was the flyer.
Ooh.
The flyer's here. Thankfully, our archers did just wipe it out. But there are flyers. So that means Golem, probably.
Yeah, and it means we need to properly be looking for really good archer towers, doesn't it?
Well, the problem... Yeah, we're going to need really good archer towers now. But the problem with all of that is that... flyers, until we've got copper, they can just kill the archers on the towers.
Yeah.
The main thing that's going for us is having a lot of archers in a group. And because they're very capable of aiming specifically for the flyers, they should be okay at taking them out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the point, because they're so accurate. I did not find a single
flyer,
deer.
please. Nope. Oh, well done. The archers just took it down. Well done.
What was it? Another flyer?
Yeah. It was another proper group. That was rough. Estherny, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. That's very, very kind of you. And Madcap, Biblio, okay, must go to bed now. Good night all. Have a good rest of the stream.
Good night.
And a good night morning. To Aavak and Lady Shilab, I'll take care, mate. Thank you very much for dropping by.
Do you want any more peasants sent over at all?
No, we've got a deluge of peasants.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Not enough jobs. Not enough jobs.
Too many peasants, not enough jobs.
Indeed. Right, I'm gonna withdraw a chunk of cash from the banker, and I'm gonna go and invest in the boat. Start building that up. We've only now got one portal's worth of attack group.
Yeah.
To contend with, which is fine.
Yeah, it does make it a little bit easier, but I think usually it seems like once you get rid of the dock and all the other portals, and you've only got the mountain left, it does ramp it up a bit.
It does a little bit. You're more than welcome to go and get deer, if you'd like to.
Go and get deer, did you say?
Yeah, from the left, as long as you don't stay out too long.
Okay.
Do you want to drop your gems off before you go?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea, actually.
You can drop them anyway. No one else can pick them up. So much cash. I'll drop the money back for you.
Thanks, so that's great. A little bit of cash just to bribe things with.
Yeah, exactly. Six gems should be enough for us to get more or less whatever we need. I definitely get the feeling, though, that spring is coming back now. Just got to wait for the trees to start showing leaves again.
There may well not be any deer.
Hopefully there will be. But you're right.
There wasn't any to the right-hand side. Whoa, greed wave.
Okay, pull back, pull back. Just keep running and drop cash sparingly.
Yeah.
Don't drop cash if you're running. drop cash if you can no longer run,
Yeah.
and just walk. And just drop the cash sparingly so that the greed who are right behind you will leave you alone. And that way, hopefully, by the end of it, you will be able to just keep...
well, I was in forest, so I outran them quite a bit. Now I'm just walking and recovering stamina. I'll see if they catch up.
Nice. Very nice. But yeah, the greed waves are going to start very early because the greed waves will always launch so that they should arrive around night time.
Yeah.
On wherever your borders are.
The problem is they're so like...
They'll time it for that.
So as soon as this greed wave has gone past, I'll start running out again.
Nah, don't worry about it. I think what we're going to have to do...
I don't think we've got that many deer out there anyway.
Yeah, I think we're just going to have to bide our time, ultimately. Our walls should easily be able to hold the sorts of waves that we're getting.
Yeah.
I'm going to just push them back a little bit.
I'm really glad we didn't get caught in that.
Yeah, that would have sucked, truly.
That would have been a crown loss, definitely.
Yeah. Any greed wave now is a crown loss.
And I think if I had been on a horse, I wouldn't have made it.
Yep. Dark Country's actually pretty cool, Nimbus. I enjoy Dark Wave, Chill Step, Electro Swing, Pop. There's quite a few pop songs I enjoy. I've got a very eclectic taste in music. I don't think I really have a genre that I particularly like. More than I like certain songs from all sorts of genres.
Oh, welcome to the stream, Clintrella, and thank you for the follow.
I have no idea how far out spring is, but it's looking like trees are starting in the foreground to have leaves again.
Yeah, I don't think it can be too long.
The ones in the background are still barren, and the ones in the foreground still barren. But there's no more snow on the ground, and I haven't seen leaves like this for a while.
Shall I put a couple of planks onto the boat? It's not very developed yet.
Sure, by all means. I'm just holding off on abusing the banker too much, because eventually he'll run out.
Yeah.
And if I can just leave him with more money rather than less, then he generates more interest. So
yeah. If we come back to the island later and we need money, then he'll be there with it.
Yeah. Ash, probably we'll wrap up this stream once we leave this island.
Yeah,
honestly, I'm thinking that would probably be the best point. So
and then we
it'll
can
likely... Go ahead, Sheila.
We could do another stream with the other two islands then.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We'll be able to do Island 4. Once we've done Island 4, we open up the ability to wipe out the greed. And so what we'll probably do is wipe out the greed on Island 4, then hop back to Island 1, wipe out the greed there, Island 2, wipe out the greed there, so on and so forth.
Yeah, and hopefully we won't lose too many boats because we've built lighthouses.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we're going to the effort of building the lighthouses now. Oops, that is not what I wanted. Please take that money back, banker. You. Will you all please stop picking up the money? I'm trying to put it in the bank. Goodness gracious me.
They want it for themselves.
I know, right? Okay. Well, I'm going to hang out here to defend this wall.
Okay. Everyone's running back in, so I figure that means I should.
Yeah, probably.
There's no point in me being on the other side because it's
the other thing you can use your money for at this point is to go through the forest and just cherry pick the big thick trees because they will generate more money than goes into chopping them down.
Yeah, it just depends on how far away they are. I don't want to lose any
go to the right.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I can even do that in the middle of the night, can't I? So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's just go do that right now. Yeah, you're right, we've got way too many peasants.
Sadly, also my time is up. Off to read the kid her bedtime story. Never let your child choose her books. If she is an avid fancy reader. She chose Lord of the Rings, and I can't stay half the names. Nonetheless, night all. I'll take care, Carl. I hope you have a good time reading. Yeah, right now it is down to us effectively just waiting and using the return from the banker. Could someone check when the when winter ends? If anyone happens to know, I am actually going to withdraw some cash from the banker so that I can come and help you with the tree chopping. No Star Rex.
Yeah, there's some that I just can't get to. Thank you for the follow, Big
That's
Dog
fine.
1978.
Dig your way to those ones.
Hmm?
Just dig your way to those ones if you have
Yeah,
to. Like,
yeah.
cut down around them.
Did you pick up all the money that they'd...
Yeah.
Ah.
Get to that one. Oh, absolutely can.
Oh, it's snowing again, Aavak.
I know, it's annoying.
I thought it was spring. This is what happens in real life in Scotland. You think it's
I know.
spring and it snows.
Every 16 days. Really? The seasons don't... Oh, is a new season. Right. Okay. I did not pay any attention at all to what day we were on when we entered this, but obviously we just need to see what day it is now and then calculate... basically divide that number by 16. There we go. Oh, actually, we're gonna have to dig back all the way out. Yeah, we are. A little bit of mine.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning. It's like you're going to have to do loads of digging back just to get these lucrative trees, but still...
Yeah. It's worth it, though.
Yeah.
They are lucrative.
Yeah, lucrative trees. Pick up a bit of the money, then I can actually start marking some of them.
There we go. One nice thing about the bamboo forests is they are so dense.
Yeah.
It's just incredibly dense forests.
Loads of money. So this will like fill up our coin purses before we move island.
Yeah, more than likely. I should probably start heading back. Don't want to risk having any large wave attack that wall.
Yeah.
Good night, Arkham. Good night, Aavak and Sheilab, and thank you for the stream. And give the fact
Oh no, the last tree got marked.
It needs to be, because this is a huge, dense area full of those really nice trees. I'm going to drop money. Oh, well, actually, you've got money, don't you, Sheilab?
Yeah, I got a bit of money, but...
Yeah, start digging that side back as well. You don't need to take it further than that group of trees, but those ones are particularly...
they're nice.
Valuable looking ones.
That's day 24.
Okay. Yeah, we're not getting... I think that's day 24 on this island.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's gonna be hard to tell.
So we don't know what season this is. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Oh well. Wonder if there is a way to work that out though.
Excuse me, don't you be running away.
I'm gonna go and drop the, oh, snow just disappeared again. From the ground.
I think it's trying to go away.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. Banker, why? No, Banker, I don't want you to... Oh my god, this is so annoying. There are so many peasants. We hired so many more than we could use.
Yeah. We need to be checking on that, I think, before we...
Yeah.
I did stop towards the end, but I just assumed we needed more all the time. When we actually didn't. And it was probably quite a waste of money, because each one of those represents 1 gold as well.
The thing is that you have... Would you please stop? You have the pet... Oh my god, that's just so annoying. They're just milling around without a job. But each peasant is... Well, some of them are from the lost waves of knights and archers. And those were big waves too.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
But most of them are just... They wouldn't even have been useful to us as archers. Because we have too many and we can't do anything with them. I haven't played Rebel Galaxy, I'm afraid, Nimbus. Oh, you think the pause menu shows total games? Oh, LX. What is L? Is that 40?
What was that, sorry? L is 50.
L?
Oh, in Roman numerals, yeah, L is 50.
Yeah, L is 50. So LX, so 60.
Does it say, is that saying how many days we've been playing then?
Yeah, stay 60. So we want another 4 days and it will no longer be winter.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, because day 64 will be the end of winter.
Yep.
How do you tell what day it is?
I just said. Press start.
I was going to say, you just
menu.
said the Roman numerals. You didn't say how to find them.
Sorry, yeah. You just press start. Though you might need to be the host to be able to see it.
Yeah, maybe.
Honestly, though, without accurate archers...
No, just say on mine, actually, LXI. So it's turned over to...
We would already have lost if we didn't have buffed walls and accurate archers.
Yeah.
We would have lost so many units to the flyers during the counterattack wave in the Blood Moon.
I don't know why I can't get this last little clump of trees, but I think I've got most of the really lucrative ones. So I've got a nice full pouch of coins.
Awesome. Head back and give it to the banker for now then.
Yeah.
Though the banker honestly has half a vault. So, you know what? Instead, go and spend it on the boat.
Okay.
I'd say. I have got to be honest, though. I feel that winter is a little boring. I think they need to tweak that a bit. Because at the point that we're at, it's simply waiting for time to pass. And I never think that's a good mechanic.
That doesn't make it harder. It makes it more grindy.
Yeah.
And that's a problem I have with a couple of games.
It's not even more grindy. It's just tedious because a grind is where you're having to do something.
Yeah, that's true.
And do a lot of it. You know, like a typical JRPG. Yeah, you've got to kill 8,800,083 slimes.
Yeah, it's kind of like in 2 Point Hospital when it says like cure 500 patients or something. Yeah. Well, you could have just given me a thing to cure 100 patients or 50 patients, because really all that's changing there is how long I have to wait for that to happen. Yeah. And I can speed it up a little bit by having a good economy. Oh.
What's wrong?
I was taking money off the banker when I shouldn't have been.
But yeah, I'm not a big fan of waiting for things. And so I feel that making winter a little bit more engaging would be necessary.
Or like maybe put some kind of effect in that you've got to protect from. Or
again, though, the game is probably balanced more for medieval.
Yeah.
And for medieval, it would be fine. You just have pikemen. A pikeman can be hired for 2 gold and will then infinitely generate gold at fairly regular intervals. If we assume that the pikeman only generates 1 gold a day, guaranteed, that pikeman still only needs 2 days to pay for itself, pay back the investment. 3 days to pay for the hiring of that vagabond. And then every day after the 3rd day, it's making you profit. So in those 3 days, you'll get enough gold to hire a new vagabond and make that one a pikeman as well. And so
you can just build up, even if it's winter. Yeah. Whereas you can't with this. There's
and
no
within the next 3 days,
way.
by the time that the second pikeman you hired has paid for itself, you've now got 6 gold because you had 2 pikemen. And at that point, you've now got 2 more pikemen. And then within the next 3 days that those 2 new pikemen have paid for themselves. And it just keeps growing and growing and growing. And within no time at all, you've got a completely fine, strong economy. The pikemen do break a nimbus, but not very often, and especially not if you've got the griffin. Because if you just stand there with the griffin, forcing the greed back, so they're not very often against the wall, the pikemen will break their pikes incredibly infrequently. Because they'll only break their pikes when attacking a greed. So if you just reduce the instances where they're going to try and strike a greed, you reduce the instances where their pike breaks. And then there is Factorio. Sure, you can build a rocket in your pocket. You might not want to do that and build a factory, though. Yeah, pretty much not.
Might take a while.
Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub breakfast item. You know what else is a breakfast item? A cup of tea. Please put a cup of tea in chat.
I have no more money left to build the boat.
Okay. We've got 2 more days. 2 more days. I'm going to go and see if the banker has any cash to grab.
I'm going to go...
Oh, wow. No, the banker really doesn't. Did you take money out?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. He's got, like, no cash anymore. We need to let that build up.
Ah!
Did you take more out?
Yeah, I'm just going to drop it back for him.
Yeah. There's always a chance of me return to Factorio, Aavak. Always. But the thing that I like about Factorio is not what most people enjoy about Factorio. I don't like playing the game. I like making an automated factory. And I don't mean automated as in, oh yeah, I can build X many science in so much time, or I can get the factory to produce X many rockets a minute. That is automation, of course, yes. But I like making the factory think. I like making intelligent factories. You know, in my Smart Factory series on YouTube, which I am going to continue, I just haven't had the time. I show a very simple ammo production facility where each little fire base of turrets will report if it needs more ammo made, and then the factories will engage and make more ammo. But in like my personal games, I have fire bases in distant mining camps report exactly how much ammo they're using every 5 minutes, and then wings in the ammunition factory outpost turn on based on how much production I need to cover all of the consumption predicted for the next 5 minutes. And then trains will leave that area to drop off the ammo and then return back, and so on and so forth. And based on little combinator flags that I set up, like more distant factories which are using a lot of ammo, will actually switch ammo type. They'll move from piercing ammo to uranium ammo if I've got a supply of that, because clearly they're fighting a lot of biters because they having to use a lot of ammo all the time, so they switch to a more efficient ammo. Whereas the ones which are only having to dink around a little bit don't bother. They just keep with piercing ammo. so on and so forth. I wish you could make the factory build itself, but right now in vanilla you can't, and I refuse to use mods. If you use mods to make the factory smart, then I don't know. I just feel that you're not playing the game the way it was meant to be played.
There's some special music there.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a blood moon. I don't hear the special music though.
It's creepy.
A Cordorosium, I would say Rimworld. Myself. Hello, Anctus. Good morning, Aavak and Chad. And as always, a special hello to Linux. Well played. There really isn't any debate now. Get back. All of you back. Back, back, back. Stay back. Back. Stay back. See, this is what I mean about the pikemen. If you got a griffin, your pikemen will probably never break their pikes. Or it'll happen so infrequently that it's effectively an outlier and not worth you factoring into any calculations. Okay. Aavak, did you ever see the Factorio video of the self-building, expanding factory? Though mod is true, but we're still only using 2 mods, recursive blueprints and logistic train network. Yeah, I saw it, Zangiri, and that's actually what I was speaking about when I just said you could do it through mods, but I feel that it's not. I like trying to achieve things through the vanilla balance. Though, don't get me wrong, it was very impressive the way that did, because like you said, didn't use a mod that just gave the functionality, because ultimately that's why I dislike using mods, is because eventually they get taken to the extreme whereby the mod basically just does a certain very complicated and quite interesting task. They just mod that in. Hey, you build this block, it now does the thing. And it's like, well, you could have done that by making a really interesting combinator network and all kinds of magic. It would be the equivalent of, like, in Minecraft when someone has spent a massive amount of time to make some sort of automated thing using redstone, and then someone just mods in a block that does it all just by building the block. And then it's like,
didn't that guy use some kind of like templates or something to make the factory sort of build itself? Was that
yeah. I mean, right now in Vanilla Factory you can't make a self-building factory, but it is a really interesting thing. It's mostly because you can't automate the placement of blueprints. You can't make bots automatically drop blueprints. I'm kind of hopeful that they'll add that functionality in some way, because that would be amazing. And yes, at that point you could make a von Neumann factory. A factory that builds other factories. It would be amazing.
Went out to see if I could get deer. Found greed. Come on, run.
Okay. Thank you, Banker, but I don't really need this. Tomorrow, winter ends. I guess I could take it then. I suppose there's no real reason not to.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the last 4, 5, 6-ish days, we've just been waiting for time to pass. That is not an engaging gaming experience. No, it's
not.
And there's really nothing else for us to do that's sensible. There's lots of things we could have done which were dumb, just patently dumb. But there was nothing else sensible to do.
So I keep running out to try and get deer and running into greed instead. So that's kind of interesting, in a running away from danger kind of way.
Yeah, but again, I would say that, you know, see my comment about there's plenty of not sensible things you can do with your time.
Yeah, it's not really sensible, is it? It's more sensible to just farm your gold. The greed are on their way, by the way.
Yep. There we go. Trees have leaves. Woohoo! Yay! Tanuki will be back. We'll have stupid amounts of money.
Yeah, because it's a good hunting.
We can now build farms as well. Nope. Not happening. Nope. I refuse. You are denied. Oh, okay. You were denied quite hard, actually.
Okay. Number 6, but Terminator is back over to your stream because you have no latency. I didn't realise that was such a problem. I'll have to look into that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sheelab.
That's okay.
I feel really bad.
Still loves me apparently. Just right. Prefers the latency.
I'm going to take all of the money out of the bank. It doesn't have much left, by the way. There will probably be now deer popping up all over the place.
Hopefully, yeah.
Bloody farm.
Because it seems like even the deer don't respawn. Honestly, because I was looking for them everywhere and there's none. Like once I'd rounded up the ones that were around.
Yeah.
No more were coming.
I wasn't sure how much... Oh, wow, the grass is growing back really fast, so we're going to get loads of Tanuki thickets.
Yay!
But I wasn't actually sure how fast the pikemen make money, but apparently the pikemen on average will make 4 gold a day. So if a pikeman lives for 1 day, you've made money on that pikeman.
Yeah.
That is actually pretty excessive, I'll be honest. Have I got enough? I've got enough for 1 side. Yes, go forth. Be a farmer. Oh, I didn't spend it. Oh, yes, I did. Go forth. Be 2 farmers.
Zorion is back.
Ah, it is good to see a world that is green.
Yes.
Fake snow just doesn't cut it. I'm sorry. If I can't feel the snow crunching between my bare toes, then it's scarcely snow.
Yeah, there's been no snow in Scotland this year yet. None at all. I think Norway had some, didn't it? At some point.
Yeah, that's a fair point, Anonymous Chocobo. God, you could play Doom on that thing if I can play it on my TI-84. What are you talking about? Oh, right, yeah, the Minecraft computer that was made, yeah. Absolutely. Ah, the hunters are making money! Oh!
Woo!
Best of days. I bet there's even deer. Oh,
I got a coin off a hunter!
I know, right? It's a joyous day.
Okay, well I'm going to head out to the right and see if there are any deer.
Okay.
Although we've been chopping trees out there quite heavily, so maybe not so much.
It only needs a background of trees for for them to spawn.
Cool.
Right, well, with that, I'll hopefully get a little bit of cash from the hunters over on this side. Maybe.
Yeah, here we are. There's some deer already. Yes. So it seems to me like deer are not the way forward necessarily, because they
stop in winter as well.
Yeah, stop in winter as well. That's good for sciencing though.
Mm-hmm. But now we've actually got spring, and the Tanuki thickets are going to start getting more prolific. It's just a few days away now.
Yeah, exactly. And there's grass to eat.
Aavak, did you ever do the 100-day challenge? Also, when Lady Sheelab gets comfortable, you should do a head-to-head to see who can last the longest on new lands. Just an idea. I don't think that would be a particularly engaging bit of content, honestly.
No.
There we go. And they're all gone. But thank you for the suggestions, though. It's always nice to consider other things. And I just pictured somebody porting Rogue into a Minecraft computer, or a Factorio computer, or whatever. That could easily be done, I imagine. I could imagine you could very easily port Rogue. Oh, amazing. Okay. Farm going up.
Those are 3 deer that I found on the right there.
Already got farmers heading out to set that up. Well, that was absolutely amazing. I think we should save these gems, though, for Island 4.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. Get the... Because if we've got, like, 6 gems, did you say?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that might be enough to open the bear and the Komodo dragon.
Yeah? You gonna go for the bear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see what I can find.
On top of everything else, the spearmen don't pick up coins, but that's where having a very populous settlement comes in. Because random people walking back and forth, especially archers who for some reason just want to jostle between sides, will constantly pick up those coins.
Okay,
Are there any other good locations over here to pop down a farm?
On the right hand side?
Yeah.
Not that I remember, but go and have a look.
I'll have a glance around. I mean, you could dig back to one there, but you'd basically have to wipe out the entire forest to do it.
Yeah, they can be in pretty inconvenient positions, can't they?
Yeah. Because there's no point in wiping out the forest. Anymore? Decent amount of thickets over here, but not really. No. Okay. There's not really a convenient location for a farm.
Come on, little dear. Back you come.
If you die, the gem chests do not respawn. You lose the gems, and as there appear not to be enough gems to purchase everything as it is, you almost certainly lock yourself out for several unlocks. Tis the suck.
It's pretty rubbish. But definitely there are some mounts that I just wouldn't really want to have.
Honestly, given the amount of people we've got, I'm going to get rid of the camp. Is that alright, Sheelab?
What are you getting rid of, sorry?
The camp to the left.
Yeah,
Because we can then just build the farm.
We don't need... Yeah. We did say that that would be something we might do later game once we got loads of peasants. Whoa, look at that wave. That's crazy.
Nah, it's nothing too difficult, honestly.
No, it's not too difficult for our archers, but it's still a bit crazy because it's so many of them.
I'm surprised we still don't have the catapult. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me that we haven't got a catapult right now.
I know.
Not that we really need it, to be fair, but
archers are boss, shocking. But yeah, and it was weird that last time I couldn't see the catapult building, and you could. That was a bit strange. Because we have pushed out quite a way now.
Oh, we could always push further out. But there's just no point. We gain nothing by pushing out at this stage.
Except for maybe a catapult that we don't need.
Yeah.
I'm going to add a little bit more to the boat because I've got some coin now.
Okay. I'm going to continue building up the farms where I can.
Okay.
We haven't lost any gems. Oh no, wait, we lost one.
We lost one gem. Yeah, I lost it.
Lady Sheelab lost one on the second island.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we're doing okay. There we go. Got several farmers over here. Making a good go of it.
Trying to get this boat done. to collect a little bit more coin first.
I'm putting significant priority on gathering the statues with the coins, though. Never mind.
Sorry, did you need that coin for something?
No, I was just going to give it to the banker because the banker's vault is looking a bit...
Yeah, we should probably try and stock that up before we leave. Now it's springtime and stuff.
I have not found that hermit yet, Nimbus. I imagine that hermit either exists on the 4th island and I just hadn't seen him, or that hermit exists on the 5th island. I have no idea what he's going to do to the walls. Because it isn't always something simple like it does its job better. Because you've got the examples of things like the baker who turns a defensive tower into a bakery, which doesn't defend anything. So I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being something a little bit more interesting than just making the walls stronger. Or at least I hope so.
Are you talking about the sages on the towers?
Yeah, there's a sage for the walls, but I have no idea what he's going to, what that sage will provide, what benefit.
Lightning attacks.
Tesla towers.
Yes.
That'll be fine. Be a little bit out of place, but yeah, sure. Might be some sort of like fire. Maybe gouts of flame coming off the tower.
Oh, cool. Your farm just upgraded. Very nice.
Awesome. Quite nice little farm over on this side as well.
No money to be found anywhere at the moment. We're just like hoovering it all up as soon as it gets produced.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the new greed unit either. Come on, make some money. There we go. Perfect. More farmers over here as well. Excellent. Well, quite a lot of farmers on this side, actually, as it happens.
Let's see if any more deer have spawned out to the left-hand side. And then I might check for ones on the right-hand side out at night time as well. Don't know how often they spawn now it's spring.
The deer seems to... the forest seem to have quite a lot of deer.
Well, that's good.
Most of the time. Like, so I wouldn't be at all surprised if they spawn very
There's
frequently.
2.
Bought another 2 farmers.
But they are still pretty good for gold.
Yeah. The farms are starting to produce now, which is great.
Yeah, and the Tanuki hunters are doing really well.
Yeah. Right, I'm returning with a bag full of gold. My bag is also full of gems, which is making it a little bit more difficult.
I don't like having loads of gems in my bag.
Yeah,
At all.
It does a good job of forcing you to prioritize. Because it's like, yeah, it's lovely to have these gems because you can unlock all kinds of awesome things, but at the same time, you've now got a bag full of gems, and you can't know what you can't fit in the bag full of gems? Coins.
Yep.
So you do have to make a bit of a decision there between having loads of cash and you take these back, please, bank it, and being able to unlock the better units.
Hunters are really doing a good job now.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I need to actually push the forest back a little bit more on this side, because where the farm has gone, it's gotten rid of the Tanuki tickets.
Yeah. Well, now it's not winter anymore. Now we know as well that the deer don't necessarily spawn in the winter, which we did think they did, but they don't.
Well, the thing is, the bear wouldn't be useful either then.
No.
Because the bear won't produce money in the winter. Once you killed all
nothing
the deer,
produces money in the winter.
Except pikemen. Pikemen produce money in the winter. Stupid ninjas not being pikemen.
I know. Bankers do.
Yes. Yes, it is incredibly important to have the banker with a large vault of money. So you can
I'm going to give
the
the banker money.
Okay.
Well, when it's daytime anyway.
Merchants, indeed, Aavak, yes.
I was going to say, did a wall come down? But of course, you're making farms because there's no monsters on that side.
Yep.
Oh, I am definitely getting ready for my bed now.
Yeah. Again, though, my feedback would definitely be that winter's just become a waiting game, really.
Do you know what?
It wouldn't be so bad if you were constantly up against the wall and it was like you were having to really struggle to survive, but you just aren't in that position.
Yeah. It was like that a little bit in Farm Manager.
Really?
Very different game, but basically you could do all your farming stuff for 3 seasons, and then winter season comes and you can't plough anything, you can't spray crops, you can't grow crops, you can't do anything. The bees aren't producing. It's like, oh, what are you supposed to do? You can't even plough the fields ahead of time or anything.
Yeah, so you've literally got nothing to do with the
farm, and you know, so it was kind of like, well, I want something to do all the time.
Yeah. That's the other thing, though, with this sort of game. It is difficult because winter is meant to be when you batten down the hatches and just sit it out.
Yeah.
In most survival games, you work all the way through winter to get to the point where you no longer are in danger of
starvation or something.
Of starvation, yeah. So and then you just bunker down for the whole of winter. You don't go out, you don't do things because there's nothing to do in winter that doesn't involve you dying.
Yeah.
So you just batten down the hatches and just sit there and hopefully you've got enough food production to make it through. So on and so forth. But games which did winter well are actually farming games like Stardew Valley, like Room Factory Frontier. Lots of games where during winter you'd use your time to do the stuff that you couldn't really afford to do before. For example, going mining, doing loads of fishing, going and doing quests for the games which had more of a quest focus, or indeed just that was when you completely redesigned the layout of your farm because you weren't going to interrupt your planting or harvesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could do a little bit of that on the last day of a season, but winter was where it was at really for that. Oh my lord. That's fantastic. Well done. Oh dear. Didn't realize it was getting that close to nice.
I was trying to give the banker money and he ran away.
We've almost finished the boat now, though. Yeah, at least winter does end now, Nimbus, yeah. I need greenhouses, indeed. Evil Ath.
So, explain to me, what was the endless winter in the previous game then?
Well, effectively, you tried to see how long you could last.
Okay.
And eventually it became winter, so at that point it was just a case of, well, did you build a good enough kingdom that you could make it through. Because you weren't going to be able to constantly rebuild it and build and
oh, right. So normally your economy would allow you to rebuild, but then no. Not in the winter.
Yeah, Don't Starve does winter very well.
Yes.
I really like the way Don't Starve does it. It's a genuinely tricky experience.
Oh yeah, Zangiri's saying greenhouses in Farm Manager. But they were such a small part of it compared to the rest. You just felt bored. I suppose you could do hundreds of greenhouses, but they were quite expensive. I could spend a little bit of money on the boat. What's that, sorry?
We'll go swoop through the farm, see if they've got any cash for me.
Whoa, there goes the boat.
Hooray!
Woot.
No, I don't want to take your money. Let's take it back.
So I'm thinking, yeah, if we hang around for just a little longer, get a couple of coin purses full of coin. Give them to the banker.
Yeah, I think that would be wise. We don't want to leave this island in a poor state of affairs. Hello, Tender Roast. How are you doing?
I'm trying to give him money, but he's not taking it. I'm taking it.
He is. It's just the peasants are also in the way.
That's growing nicely.
Right, I'm going to launch the knights. Did you say the boat has been launched?
Yes. But we've done all the portals we need to do, haven't we? So that's okay.
Yeah. I don't seem to be able to launch the knights, though. Interesting.
The boat's in the water. I don't know if we need to do any more.
I'm going to have a look. Very strange. Yeah, it's in the water. It's ready to launch. I should be able to launch the knights. When the island, when you're away from the island, the island will, to a degree, take care of itself, but it will decay. Yeah, I don't seem to be able to launch the knights at all. That's
okay.
Deeply frustrating. Okay, I'm losing money.
Well, I'll pick up the money you're losing, because I just gave all my money to the banker.
Yeah, that's really strange. I don't have any clue why I can't get that knight to move out. So I'm gonna pop a bunch of cash down to get archers and such for now.
Yeah.
And maybe that'll affect things. I don't know. Can you pay the knights to launch?
Let me just see. No, there's no thing on their flag.
No, you definitely don't need 3 samurai. Because we've launched with only 2 before.
And you always need to launch dockside because you don't want to launch mountainside.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can launch the samurai from over here. I mean, it would seem odd, but
you can try it. I mean, they shouldn't go for the mountain without a bottom anyway.
They will, but
the worst that'll happen is they'll try and get the portal. They won't go into the mountain.
You wanna pay just 1 and see what happens?
Yeah.
We'll see if they jump in the boat. If they jump in the boat, then that's fine. Then I recommend paying the second one as well.
Yeah. We'll see what they do first. In they go.
Okay. Go ahead and pay the samurai. Actually, you can pay the next one as well, to be perfectly honest. That way we'll get the full boat's worth of...
yeah, so the next island will be started on a really good...
Have you got enough cash to launch the ship?
2, 4,
If not, I will
7.
withdraw a little bit of cash from the banker.
Yeah, cause I think... No, I don't quite have enough. I think I'm maybe 1 or 2 short.
That's fine. I've definitely got enough money. Okay, it is time for us to wrap up the stream by leaving the third island in a pretty good state and leaving our first winter in a pretty good state. I'm fairly happy with what we managed to do. Again, it got a little bit drawn out, just waiting for winter to be over, but all things said and done, wasn't too bad. Yeah. And we are going to Island 4, do you think, Sheila?
Yes, Island 4.
Okay, so we'll be heading to Island 4 with enough cash, enough gems to unlock quite a few things. Ah, that was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Right, I'm going to take us over to Island 4 and then we'll immediately save up there and we can continue in the next time we stream.
Fantastic.
Oh, Reggie Mango, I'm so sorry you only just arrived. I really... That'll always happen, though. It is 4:20 in the morning for us, though, and I have been up since 6 a.m., so I am very, very ready to sleep now. I'm just going to head over to the camp. We're going to just drop down enough gold to start the camp, and then we can wrap up the stream there. There we go. Sheila,
set myself
get over here? And
yeah,
then,
I'm just going to set myself in the camp so that I'm not out of the way when we start next time.
And
wonderful.
That is going to be it. What a wonderful, wonderful stream
yes.
that was.